Howdy folks, welcome to SCUM. I'm going to start a single player survival series and we're going to go around and explore, see what we can find and try to survive there as long as we can. If you're not familiar with SCUM, it's an open world survival game. The basic idea is a bunch of prisoners are thrown on an island for a reality TV show and you try to survive, gain fame points and all that good stuff. But we're going to be playing it basically as just a wandering survival game. Single player, like I said. So it's just PvE. It's me versus the world. So for threats, we have wild animals and we have puppets, which are prisoners that are reanimated through this BCU on the back of their head there. They're basically controlled by other players. And we have mechs guarding some of the high tier loot places like military bunkers. And that's pretty much it. So I'm going to do my basic start, which is to build a stone knife, which will let me build a stone axe. And we'll start from there. Then we'll see where we're at. So I'm going to get a bush here. I'm going to get that axe crafted up. And while I'm doing that, take a look at the intro where I show how I created my character stats. I want to walk through my standard build with a few changes because it's single player. First thing I like to do is max out the age. It gets me +1 on constitution and +1 on intelligence. If you want, you can adjust the slider for however you want. You can get more strength when you're younger, more dexterity. I like the intelligence and constitution. That suits my play style. Yours might be different. I'm going to put the penis size, or if you're a girl, boob size, down to minimum. We get more intelligence points for that. That's the way I like to play. I'm going to boost that up so we never go below 3 on the strength. Do it a debuff because that will basically make our character really weak. And I'm going to go ahead type 5, I think is what I used on the single player playthrough. So that's how I set up my numbers. Go over here and we can dial down into each of these. So for strength, this is like how well you use each type of fighting or weapon. So I'm going to go basic on all, and I'm going to crank rifles up to medium, and then I'm going to put the rest into archery. That's, again, just how I want to play. I want to be really good with rifles and decent with everything else. I don't really do hand-to-hand. I'm terrible at hand-to-hand. Over in the Constitution, I'm going to basically put running on medium and then as much endurance as I can get so we can run pretty quick and we have a lot of endurance. Down here on dexterity, the only thing I really care about is driving and stealth. I'm going to put driving up on basic just so if I do find a vehicle, we won't have as much trouble starting it and shifting gears. If you don't have any driving skill, it's pretty rough. And then I'm going to max out stealth. So that means I'll be really quiet around mechs and puppets. Over here on intelligence, I'm going to go 1 tick into engineering, medium on survival, 1 tick into awareness, then the rest into camouflage so we can blend in really well. Again, hiding from the mechs and puppets. Now, if I was going for online play, I would probably reverse the survival and engineering. I'd want engineering on advanced so I can craft all the different bullets. Is usually what I go for. And then I'll have like 1 tick on survival. So I get a basic compass and then I would switch that around. But since we're not really doing anything online, I'm going to go with this build here. And sniping just means you can range better, so it doesn't really matter that much. But that's the build I went for single player. Let's get back to the gameplay. Welcome back. Got my axe made, and I was trying to make a spear. I didn't get a long stick off of that for some reason. Try this bush. Spear will let us be a little bit more rangy than the axe. There we go. Also allow me to throw it. if need be. I can throw the axe, but I don't really want to throw away my axe and risk losing it. But these spears are super cheap to make. You just need to find a bush with a long stick, and voila. So where are we at? We are here in kind of the upper mid part of A3. So I think we're going to head west over to that. Not sure if that's a gravel pit. We need to head west. So I've got my survival skill up a little bit, so I get 4 points of the compass, which is nice. And while we're running through the forest here, I'm going to start looking for some mushrooms just to get some basic nutrition going. I'm going to assume you're not that familiar with SCUM, but if you are, I apologize for telling you lots of stuff you already know. But SCUM has a pretty detailed metabolism system, and this is a pretty intimidating screen when you first look at it. But it simulates stomach, intestine, colon, bladder, and then digestion system here in your stomach. So we just ate some of this mushroom. It's going to start digesting through the stomach, getting absorbed through the large and small intestine. And these vitamins and minerals will start ticking up based on what it has in it. And we need to maintain a calorie balance near zero, basically, so we're not gaining or losing weight. This is I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. It's a puffball mushroom. If I hold down left control, I get all the nutrition facts. 94 calories. So we got some fat, some carbs, a little bit of sodium, some protein. Just kind of get us started. Now I don't want to overfill my stomach. If I overfill my stomach, I'm going to puke it back up. You also don't want to overwhelm your intestine, especially with liquids. That will give you diarrhea, and you will empty that. So we're going to run along with this in our hands, not get the stomach overwhelmed. And I'll see you once we reach that area over here to the west. Here we are. Looks like a quarry. We got quite a few puppets down there. So we're going to have to be a little bit careful, but we should be able to find maybe some tools, weapons, some basic stuff. It'd almost be better to have a civilian area before we go in here, now that I think about it. I don't know if we can find backpacks in here. Maybe we can. I'm going to take one more bite of this. Then I'm going to see if this attracts them. So let's huff it down there. I don't think I could throw it far enough. Yeah, they are all over the place. I'll work my way down to that building there. Sometimes there's food in there. When we're just starting out, food is a good thing to find. There we go. It doesn't keep your weapons. Sure, get that automatic. It doesn't keep your weapons on the same number slot on 1 and 2. So, gotta get that straightened out. So, I want to poke him and then back off, so he doesn't have a chance to swing at me. Because I've changed the settings here on the single player to make it a little more hardcore. The puppets and the mechs have double damage, so they hit like a Mack truck. Loot is turned up a little bit, because I don't want to spend forever looting. And vanilla loot is pretty darn scarce. You hit F on empty boxes a lot. And I've got the number of puppets cranked up quite a bit as well. Except for out in the wild, they're turned down. So I want the wild to be fairly clear, but then if you go into any kind of populated area, you start running into a lot of puppets. Here we go. Get some rose hips. Good source of vitamin C. Now the axe does more damage, but the spear lets you kind of keep him at a distance. Oh boy. This guy's going to be tough. He is armored. You can see he's got on a vest and a helmet. And he will likely one or two shot me. Didn't think he was done yet. So I want him to just start moving a little bit, so he doesn't have a chance to swing. I'm running out of stamina. Not good. Oh crap. No, back, 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 back. Man, he is not wanting to go down. Holy crap. Never had him be this tough. See if I can get a combo on him. He's gonna kill me. Never had him take this long to die. Holy cow. Wow. What a start. Usually about 10 or 15 pokes with a spear and they're going down, but... Well, like I said, they hit like a Mack truck. He just barely caught me, luckily, that first time. But we're already below half health. Not great. So come over here, we see we've got a phase 2 injury. But it's treated now. Breathing rate's way up. And we got a little bit of a chest injury there, it looks like. Next patch, this is all getting redone. Medical and metabolism. To be even more detailed. What did he drop? Nothing? Been a little bit of a bug this patch where they don't always drop all their stuff. Maybe I should check behind the building to see if it spawned outside. Get over here. Oh, that's a mask. So now I really have to watch it because we're at 48% health. You can see, even with loot turned up, we're not having much luck. I'm going to see if I should be able to have enough rags to make a courier bag. I'm not sure we're going to find a backpack here. So I'm going to cut up my clothes that don't have pockets. How many rag strips do I get from this? If I had scissors or a razor blade, I would get even more. But all we have right now is the stone axe. We only get 2. Alright, so I am going to have to rip up the t-shirt. I think I get this because I have the supporter pack on Steam. Not sure if you'll have that, just normally. So I could go make some tree bark rope, but I don't want to leave this building right now. So we need 5 rag strips. We can make some improvised rope. I really like the in-depth crafting system on SCUM. You can make a lot of different stuff. You can use nature to make a lot of different stuff. If we go look at this courier backpack recipe, you see we can use either regular rags, animal skins, dirty rags. We have lots of different options for cordage. You can use rope, improvised rope, tree bark rope, wire, or 2 threads. So, a lot of different options. I didn't realize you could use a single animal skin for that. That's good to know. That might be new. I'm a little rusty at SCUM. I haven't played much in the last year and a half or two. So if you're a SCUM expert, feel free to leave tips in the comments down below. Or if you're new to SCUM and you have questions, ask away. So now we have a little backpack. We can carry some stuff in it. Stick my rags in my clothes. Alright, we're back up to 54%. We can also go first person. Kind of handy sometimes. Especially if you're inside. Got some many good animations though. Kind of like playing SCUM in third person. And if you're playing, you know, online multiplayer, they have a system where I can't actually see players in third person if you couldn't see them in first person. So like if there was a guy standing right here, I would not be able to see him online because I couldn't see him from first person. It actually won't render him. Takes a little getting used to, but it's nice. There we go. I'm going to take those scissors. I don't know that I'll need the batteries yet. I'll take the lighter. There we go. Some chocolate. That'll get our sugar up. Is it 0? We need lots of stuff to eat. So I'm going to go kind of sneaky. This first episode will probably just be looting this quarry. Should have chopped up one of those puppets to get a bone needle. I'll just do that later. Now, I'd like to pick those up, but we don't have a lot of extra room. We just show you. So these, you can take out a bobby pin, and you can craft a lockpick from that. And you can use that along with a screwdriver to pick various locks. Like in the police stations, for example, the weapons lockers are locked up. Those construction office things like that, they're good spots for just kind of general loot. A big guy over there. He spot me? Oh wow, he actually did. Oh, I got multiples. I'm gonna hide in here. They can alert each other, so now we're boned. Yeah, we're boned. I'm gonna change this back to manual. See if I can poke him through the window. Hoping they can't poke me through the window. They're trying to go to the back side because I'm closer to that side. Their seek out pathfinding is pretty simple. Hopefully it gets a little more realistic in the future. I don't know why they're going back there. Back over here. Ow, crap. Well, I guess that's fair. I mean, I can hit them, so. This first episode's off to a great start. Also, let me know in the comments below how long you'd like these episodes to be. Do you want like a heavily edited 20-minute video, or do you want like 45 minutes of raw gameplay? What kind of style do you prefer? So something's kind of cool is I can adjust my stance dynamically, though I guess you can't use the spear when you're crouched. You can adjust your crouch height though. Yeah, you can't use the spear when you're crouched. I didn't know that. Learning stuff. Oh, get back over here. Don't hit me. Ooh, right in the eye socket. Alright, no, come over here and let me stab you. Alright, that roar off in the distance, if you heard that. Pretty sure that's just their kind of generic I'm mad at the world roar. Just one? Adjust your speed with the scroll wheel. See if we can get him. There's a lot of timing involved with the melee because you have the the full actual using the spear animation. M9 pistol. Don't really have the room to spare, but I think I'll take that. You can actually craft 9mm ammunition with no skill. It's the only ammunition you can craft. I don't have advanced, excuse me, engineering, so I can't craft any of this stuff down here. If you go advanced engineering on your character build, you can craft any of the ammunition in the game. Another one over here. Looks like she's alone. See how she was a little skinny zombie? Knocked her down in 2 hits. Big boys take like 5 or 6. You know, I might take that pickaxe. Good melee. Let me show you that if you're not familiar with SCUM. That little thing is a camera drone, so it's filming for the TV show. Just part of the lore. If you're sticking around in one area for a long time, or if you're not moving, they'll come bug you. It's kind of almost an anti-camping mechanic. Oh, nice. There we go. The loot hoarder's dream right here. This thing is ginormous. Have some gloves. What is this used for the advanced? Yeah, so you can make like motion sensors, laser detonators, that kind of stuff with advanced engineering. I can't make any of that stuff, so I'm just going to leave it. Oh, nice. There's a toolbox that can be used for lots of different things. Now, normally I'd want to pick up locks and padlocks to build locks out of, to lock up bases and cars. But since this is single player, you don't really need to mess with that. That goes back outside. But there was another part to this. I think we've got multiple outside. It's not good. Almost makes me want to stick with the spear because I've got some range with that. Well, if I could get him over here by the window, I'm going to try throwing the pickaxe. Do that from first person. Sounds like they're drawing a crowd. Trying to make some noise. Anything over here? Here, let me see if I can throw this. That didn't work, did it? Well, I want them to follow me. They won't follow. Where are they? Maybe they're up above. Oh, there she is. He's up top. Alright, can I make this jump? Sure can. Nice. They fall too. Like she tripped and fell when she jumped off of there. Oh boy! I thought we were gonna have her on the roof with us. Alright, so she's down there. I'd like to find a working vehicle at some point too. I think I'll wrap up this episode here. It's running on probably about half an hour by the time I get it edited up. I'm going to loot through the rest of here, and then in episode 2, we're going to head out. We'll probably head north. There's another area here. There's more cities and stuff. We'll probably just work our way north. I would like to eventually get up to the big city. Explore that a little bit. It's going to be a super dangerous place, but it should be pretty exciting. And we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking about doing permadeath. So if I die, that's the end of the series, at least for Season 1. If I die to something stupid like a bug, I'll probably just respawn. So I'm gonna play it pretty careful. So it's gonna be slow paced. It's not gonna be super fast PvP style of gameplay. Thanks for hanging out for episode 1. Let me know what you think in the comments down below, and I will catch you next time. Take care.